Hi, and welcome back again to another episode of Words with Al. Well, yes, I might have to go back to the old name because now I've just been calling my episodes Words with Al, so, so my new name is perhaps not so good. But yes, so in this episode, I'm going to go back again now to mankind's first language. Okay. Um, so I have this new theory that has popped up, which okay, let's go. Let's look at it. So well, so I'm struggling with not this is not a struggle honestly, but let's look at it this way. So the whole the current perspective is that we developed our languages in separation, right? We know that we have families, meaning that we know that we know what languages are connected, but we don't know how they became different or what was leading to this divergence. Yes, that is not how. That is not what. Well, we don't know that, not entirely. Um, and that is why we can't really answer a lot of the questions in terms of what came first, what preceded what. Within the Indo-European languages, how did this development occur? Yes, we don't have an answer. Okay, so the scientific perspective is unable to answer us fully. We have a language tree and we have some theories, but in the end, we've used a language model to reconstruct our words using pretty much the ones that we have and combining them in a sense that some people has been sitting behind some rooms and looked upon and agree that it seems plausible, and which is what the Proto-Indo-European reconstructed words are. Yes. Now, my findings suggests two things, or two pathways. Okay. So the first pathway is it seems as though our original state is stillness. Okay. And then we had inherited the instinctual understanding of sound. So sound that was immediate, sound that was soothing, sound that was asking, and sound that was stating. Okay. So and we get that from ah, understanding. We have this in our words today in very many languages, where the pronunciation or how the intonation, I think it's called, how you pronounce the vowel determines what is happening. Yes. So we had inherited these cries of danger, of mom, dad, of food from the animal kingdom. Okay? Because this body is the record of everything that has lived. All the animals that have lived had to exist for this one to occur, and the one listening. Yeah. Okay. So we inherited those. And then we began speaking. But no, sorry, we didn't begin speaking. We began discovering. phenomena or realizing phenomena in existence that made a sound. And this sound, we would assign sound to it. Now let's take an example of fire. Fire, okay? Yes. So fire has this sound, okay? It's a or sound. Yes, it is. Yes. Sorry, I was caught there. So I have to start again. But yes. So what? So we discover fire, how to create it with two rocks. Okay. So this gave us the first sounds. So in the beginning, I thought that we created language. Well, this whole journey has been turning me upside down and back, forth, and sideways and everywhere. But so apparently, language is quite recent. Okay, so we learned stuff, phenomena, or actions, or we learned how to do something, a skill, for instance, like igniting fire, right? Setting something, right? Okay, and this would then give us the words, the basis of the words, because how we heard a sound is the sound it got. Yes, the sound something made, whether it be the action of two rocks, or the sound of fire itself, because well, fire did have a sound. And then there was the invention of the wheel, which would have created us the sound. Yes, so the R sounds. Okay, so that is where we get those sounds, which is where we have round, ring, rot, rotul. Well, yes, there are many, many more circles. Well, that's a C, but still, um, it has the re in it. It has the re in it. So we have to look at it like this: we discover an action, a skill, and then we assign a sound to it, and then that brings us more skills that we would later also have to assign sounds to. And that was the beginning of the first vocabulary, but not yet a language. It will take many thousand years until we get a language, because language had to develop according to our own cognitive understanding of reality, our being, space, time, cycles, and all these things. From the idea of the wheel, we get the ideas of cycle, of time, of winter and spring. We get very many ideas from a circle. And from fire, we get light, heat, warmth, energy or danger. Yes. But also, yeah, renewal and so on and so forth. We have a lot of words now because our ancestors saw these things, and in their experience, that is the things that they associated, well, in their understanding of the things that they were dealing with, um, that is the understanding that arose. Hence, they chose those sounds. Yes, yes. Because we mustn't forget, let's bring it back to where we are and what language is. We mustn't forget it. It is very easy to forget what language is. And language is, as we have stated, sound. It is simply sound. And then later on, you would get societal or civilizational features like culture, religion, and so on and so forth, and circumstances that would lay on top as layers, creating a uniqueness to that specific group, which then made it diverge from the rest. And it seems as though, well, I've been stating in the previous videos that language development did not happen, was not like evolution, but that is incorrect. It was completely like evolution. I've been fully mistaken here. So I take that criticism. And because this is what we see. We see now that we gathered all these sounds, or we assigned sounds to actions and to phenomena. And every time we learned about the phenomena, very many new sounds would emerge from that. Okay? But we will always tie that up to the root, right? So, for instance, like, well, yes, now I've talked a lot, maybe digressed a lot from what I was going to talk about, but not really. Not really. So what happened was that, or my whole point was here that we learned these phenomena and these actions, and we then put a sound on them. We assigned sound onto them, and we did this in a very early stage, which means that we all had the same conceptual understanding of the most basic things, the first things we learned in existence. And because of this common understanding, this universal, if you could say universal understanding, it is universal because we share the same body. More or less, we do. And sound is universally heard the same. A low tone is a low tone, a high tone, a high pitch, the frequency, how long it is, goes it up, goes it down. Sound, it's music, okay? Don't forget that. It's music. And we've been developing this song, which is our language, as we went along, as we grew. But every time we split, these development will diverge, but not the root. The root is what allows us to bring it back to the the original meaning. And this is where academics fall off because, well, they don't know. They don't know the Albanian language. Yes, they don't know the old Albanian language, which we need because the Albanian language is one of the last polysemic language in Europe. Yes, pretty much we could say that because it has so many semantics within one word. So one word can mean very many things, like up to 5 things, 6, 7 even, which gives us, well, quite a lot of misunderstandings, obviously, and which made the whole formalization of the Albanian language into the modern one a bit recent, and thus um, and thus not entirely the root. Although the Albanian language, even the modern one, contains the roots like all the other European languages do, the modern Albanian has also evolved, hence it is not like only the roots like it used to. Yes, like the unformalized Albanian still is. That is where we get that. Yes. But again, no, let's bring it back again, because I'm not saying that Albanian was one of the first languages that existed. That is not what I'm saying. The Albanian language, yes, let's just debunk all the Albanian theories, please. All the mumbo jumbo Albanian thingy-bobs that exist, because there is a lot of it, let's be frank. And there are a lot of people speaking from, well, from their psyche. Yes, can I say that? Yes, from their psyche. They clearly have a very open psyche, so they see quite a lot of things. But it is not a wonder why they do that, and the reason for that is because it is polysemic. For you who do not know this word, polysemic means that it has a lot of semantics. One sound can mean very many things, depending on context, depending on how, when, how you use it. Okay, so yes, so that's it. What does that explain to us? What does that say? And well, it says that it is a very old language. It's not like English. English has, every word has, means one specific thing. Sure, it can be used in different contexts, but in fact, English has the most specific language. Well, that is globally now used. Okay, so yes. Um, but that wasn't always the case, right? So we made apparently one sound, and within that sound, you had a lot of meanings, because that is how, well, that is how language developed. This wheel would move, it would turn, it would end, it would begin, it would do many things, right? There was many things happening in this process of this wheel, right? And that is how these new semantics were laid on top of that, because we didn't make new words that easily. That is what our languages show. Our languages are the continuation of those old languages, so that we are speaking the old languages right now. They're just in a new form, just in new clothing. Okay, but if you strip the clothing and bring it bare naked, it will still have the same sounds, universally spread. So, of course, not now, not anymore, because we have developed so much, and then we have learned about sound, and then we have taken that into our own mastery, or made that into a skill. So we can even construct artificial languages today, and that has been done, and so on and so forth. But that was not the case before. It took an immensely long time to just build one vocabulary. And those sounds stayed because they were logically tied to the sound that they made with the tools or the context that they lived in which these things occurred. Okay. Yes. So that is that. So my theory now, to sum it up, to give it to you, is that we didn't. Well, we did not have any language. Language is quite recent. We learned stuff. We learned phenomena. We learned actions, and then we assigned sounds to them. Brought it back. Went along. Made new sounds for new discoveries. New sounds, new discoveries. New sounds, new discoveries, and everything that was within, let's say we made one discovery, everything that was within this discovery would have that sound in it, in the new word. That is how we can trace back this process. Okay, so this is not hocus pocus. This is truly what has happened. It can be traced back. using the languages that we have, and and using our logic, which is not so common anymore. So unfortunately, but yes, because I was struggling with it too. I was like, maybe they made language, but not really. They didn't. They learned, oh, fire, fire, and then they started realizing stuff as they went along. Yes. Now I will tell you the real difference. Well, the real difference. Sorry, that was completely wrong. Um, the real reason for why um, we began speaking. Okay. Um, yeah, but that is a bit too deep for very many of you. It might just be. It might not. I don't really know. Uh, but but yes, here it is. So we were still, and we are tied to this flow, this flow and ebb of things, this wu wei, this now, this presence, this cycle, this eternal cycle, the one that the birds are following, the one that the fish are following, the one that the insects are following, the one that the trees are following, that the flowers and all things, the planets, the stars, galaxies. So there is a cycle, there is a movement ongoing here. And this movement, well, it is our lives, but it is more. It is spirit. It is the spark within us all. Yeah, this might be a bit confusing again, like for anyone who is new, or anyone who has not heard, who has not seen my videos. We were in love, man and woman. This power of attraction, this power of attraction that is moving everything, everything, absolutely everything, is for man and woman love, true love. It is true love, not simply attraction, not sex, but love, union of spirit. But it was expressed through sex, through having children and raising them up and showing them what we are, where we came from, looking at the stars. So we had to begin learning how to speak, because we opted out of this love, of this flow, of this presence. We didn't want presence anymore. We wanted knowledge and time and history and culture and religion and politics. Oh, sorry, my camera was frozen there for a second. And politics and power and appearances. instead. And technology, convenience, instead of truth. So we opted out. We opted out nature, this beautiful nature that is my spirit. That truly is my spirit. It wasn't good enough for me once upon a time, and I wanted to get away from it, it seems. And we did, didn't we? We truly got away from it. Now we're living all inside a box. And well, speaking through a camera. Well, not all, thankfully. Just us in Norway. Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, everybody in the developed world, god damn it, you're the same. We're undergoing the same transformation, whether we like it or not. It has collective repercussions either way, so nobody can escape it. But yes. In the end of the day, this is where it sums up to. We learned things, phenomena. We realized phenomena. We realized the heartbeat first, because the heartbeat or love was the first thing we did in existence, the first thing we could ever realize, because we were always making love. We loved one another. We were made for one another. There was nothing in existence that was greater for a man to hold a woman, or for a woman to be held by a man. It still is. It always will be. This is not about who is in control. This is not about selfishness, but of love, true love, selfless love. But of course, not everyone deserves your selflessness. You have to be very vigilant there. What love? Well, yes. Well, that is up to everyone to discover. But yes, woman is love for man. Woman is love for man. And man is truth for woman. I said from a very beautiful spiritual master. But yes, so here we are. Now we know a bit more, or at least, well, yes, we can now discern a little bit more. And it also explains why the chi sound, chi, 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 love, 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 power, 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 now, here, what, it, this, all, why this came first. We realized love, the heartbeat, the pulse of life, the energy in all things, and the union of two things coming together. Plus, it was obviously in our nearest approximate experience, because before we became so externally so externally focused, we had a greater reality of a greater internal reality, meaning that we could sense our bodies much more. And well, yes, we could sense our bodies much more. And well, that was pretty much it. Yes, there is something more I want to add as well. Yes, and this regards to possibly why we have lost this knowledge. Yes, why we have lost this knowledge, and the reason why we lost it is because we developed the mind. The mind had to develop. We had to develop this prefrontal cortex, this sound information based part of our brain, and more advanced and complex executive skills there, as well. This had to be developed, but unfortunately, it will also lay the limitation for the rest of the brain that is in your gut. So remember, I don't know if you know this, but science does, thankfully, but it was not it's not people do not know that the biggest part of our brain is in our gut, meaning it is quite low down here in our stomach. Okay, so that is where your biggest part of your brain is, meaning that this part is the newest part and the one that is mostly associated with language. So people began becoming more, um, well, more focused on the world that was created here than the world that was already inside and that had taken billions of years to develop, right? So we have literally lost the roots of our being because we live in our minds. Like, it is crazy. So we don't know who we are. And because of that, we have been gaslit. Well, we become victims of gaslighting, and politics and power and history and circumstances and all the factors that would later lay on top of our development. So there you go. Ta-da! I don't know if you got anything of what I said. But I sincerely hope that you did. And if not, then I will be clear and clear. And do ask me if there's anything if you have any questions. But yes, so we developed sounds, and then these sounds will then later grow and grow and grow, giving us more and more and more words as we went along. And then later we would have the understanding of ourselves. We will later get the psychological self, and that would create another layer, which would add grammar and location and time and tenses and all these other grammatical features on language, giving us a proper modern language that we use today. Bah! Get it? So there we go. That is how it went. Sorry for my my not so straightforward explanation, but it is a bit difficult to gather all these ideas and thoughts, and because I'm just doing it spontaneously, honestly. Yeah, I am. I really am. So thank you for listening. Have a good day or evening, wherever you are. Cheers.